What's up, guys? Ninja, and I have no idea what the fuck this is. I have this. I have let's see this one. I have this, which I'm gonna go cost 2 hours. I might not. I will more than likely won't. In fact, I know it's 2 hours long. We'll skim. And then there's some monkeys that will also be in. No, that's more for me, I think. Because it's more for personal reading. And I want to point out how this guy is responsible for the death of StarCraft. And now you can play it in casual and be a fat farmer, but just as far as competitive spirits are dead. They're dead. So in reality, they have 4 videos, but let's go. Let this go.
Some people, vaccines probably prevented them from getting measles. Yeah. It seems like they work. It's not like they don't work at all. But also, they cause problems. We should be able to look at all these things.
Yeah.
And that's where you have informed consent. Informed consent is you know what the possibilities are. Not that they've been lying to you and gaslighting you so that the doctor gets more incentives.
It should just, God, it should just be these people locked up and forced to watch an hour of the most people talking about the things that they care about. I want to have 3 friends on and I want to have a 2-hour show about how horrible UFC and MMA is, because when you get hit in the head, it can cause serious damage, and nobody talks about this. Nobody talks about the fact that, you...
Right, but understand, like, this is what it looks like when corruption and people have intention keeping it out of your information so that it would prevail. And like Joe Rogan, he's just a person essentially, and he can be easily influenced. And there's people that will, like I have on my notepad that I'm always pointing out. You can go to previous videos I have where I brought up the recording of the paperwork. But people are influencers, and they'll pay influencers to influence, basically. And so that's kind of what's going on. And so while that's happening, there's also people that want things to, like, for example, the Bernie blackout. As much as you say it didn't happen, it did happen. You're just too stupid to see it. I can explain it to you, but we'll cross that bridge later. But the same thing is happening to me, basically. And so this is why I know it's true. But basically, you say, "Oh, your content's boring." About it doesn't matter what you think or say. If you even have like 5 people following you, I should have at least 6 following me, because I'm better than you are, 100%. But anyways, the point is that Joe Rogan is doing what he's doing because he's being influenced, basically. Now, who these influencers are, they try to shut up. I'm trying to remember. The concussions, basically. They're trying to make it kind of quiet. And the same thing is happening with the medication, but for different reasons. Like the medication, actually, no, it's actually kind of the same thing, actually. Like, I think the goals are different, but the reasons are the same. Like, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, they don't want you to know about it so that it keeps happening, whereas they don't want you to know about it so that they keep, like, people keep getting the injections. And yeah, one out of something, like, you should know. Like, versus, we're not going to tell you, versus we're actively trying to not tell you and repress it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the point I'm trying to get here, what I'm trying to get you to understand, is that there's 2 worlds kind of colliding. And for you to make the judgment that you're making, basically, all you are doing is like, you're stupefying it. Anyways, it's just you're being without a brain. You have to understand, like, kind of like a brain surgeon. You don't just kind of like, oh well, this can go, this can go. No, it's, you gotta peel it back and pull this back and pull that. Like, it's an intricate process. But if you're a dumbass, then you're probably not gonna be able to do it, and that's kind of what's happening. You're too stupid to understand. Joe Rogan is too stupid to understand. I am smart enough to understand it, and that's what I'm telling you. You are doing it wrong, and you're handling it wrong, you're exploding because there's bad here, and there are different reasons, and you have to have different answers, and you're trying to make the same answer for both situations, but you can't do that because you're too stupid.
You could have 10 or 15 professional fights and be injured for the rest of your life. You might have all the concussion, CTE, all this stuff. Nobody's talking about this. And these guys come in and they're young, and they get the shit beat out of them, and nobody knows any, like, these guys would lose their mind. But then they come up in another field like, we should know that there are side effects to medication. Like,
yes, they should know. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, there is a 0.02% chance that you're gonna be right, like asthma, something I want to say, whatever his name says. There's a chance that can happen, but like there's a 90% chance that if you come in contact with this crap, or there's probably like a 100% chance that if you come into contact with this crap, it's all bad. For example, the COVID vaccine, like everyone should get it. Everybody should get it, right? Especially if you're out there in the world mixing and mingling, and if you have a girlfriend, if you have kids, you should try to get it. Whereas me, I'm locked in a room all day. Should I get it? Why? Like, I'm not influencing anybody, I'm not affecting anybody, so I didn't, as an example, right? And again, each scenario is handled differently. The problem is we have idiots at the controls, and we have people with brains that could have brains that learned from idiots at the controls, and it's a mingle. I don't know. It's crazy, but yeah, I can break it open, but. Oops.
Now, not only have you gone after Medicaid, not only have you gone after Medicare, in this,
you are to direct your comments to the chair.
Mr. Speaker, you know what's interesting is that every time I've come on this floor, I can use sharp language, he can use sharp language. You choose to admonish me. I don't work for you, sir. I work for the American people.
I understand.
We need more of that. Like, you have to, like, this is why once upon a time in colleges and universities, they used to make it a requirement that you had to be smart to play basketball, right? But so many places were cheating and making it to where like dumbasses can participate, that schools were cheating to make dumbasses be able to play basketball. But then these dumbasses would go off to, like, oh, you gave me the brain surgeon pass and I can't do it, but now I can play basketball. Oh, I got hurt, I'm gonna go become a brain surgeon. You gave me a pass, but in reality I can't actually do it, but I'm gonna go lead a practice and guard it and guide it into the ground and fuck up the world. And that's kind of what's happening. But the point is, we need guided, intelligent people that are also strong. Kind of like how I say, well, fuck you, or bitch, or cunt, or nigger, or blah, blah. If you cannot do that, like the red, white, and blue, if you can't meet me in the middle, there is no discussion to be had. And that's what's going on. So, yeah, that's good. But, yeah. Go ahead.
I am your host, Stephen Colbert. First of all, welcome one and all to The Late Show. I am your host, Stephen Colbert. First of all, happy Pride Month, everybody. At The Late Show, happy Pride, everybody. Here at The Late Show, we value every human being, no matter who they love, as long as they are Nielsen families who buy our sponsors' products. Quick reminder, for the month of June, the Charmin Bears will be pooping rainbows. Enjoy the go. One person without a lot to be proud of today is Iowa Senator and mother-in-law noticing you don't cut sandwiches the way her son likes, Joni Ernst. Senator Ernst held a town hall on Friday, where she attempted to sell Trump's big, beautiful bill, which happens to include big brazen cuts to Medicaid, and the audience weren't buying it.
When you are arguing about illegals that are receiving Medicaid benefits, 1.4 million, 1.4, they're not they are not eligible, so they will be coming off. So people are not, well, we all are going to die.
Wow. Wow. If that's your answer, Senator, why have any laws at all? Why have any regulation? Just update those bathroom signs to say employees could wash hands, but death comes for us all. Also,
But
Senator.
again, talking about it really doesn't do anything. Like, this is great, but it's also disarming people, because just like with Jon Stewart, they assumed, like, okay, you're capable, you're gonna do it, but no one did it. So what you should do is have these shows and actively also try to, like, okay, and we're calling out the people who can do the job. So if you can do the job, cool. And you should hire me to test them, because I can tell you who to hire and who not to hire. Like, for example, Renzow is a good mod, right? He's always here. At some point during the day, he's doing his thing. But, like, anyways, I gotta pee, so hold on 1 second. But yeah, you go on saying. Apologies, I've been holding that for a while, but there you go, finally. The beast is released.
Are we all going to die? Because if so, someone should tell the United States Senate.
Yeah.
This exchange should
Also,
tell the United States.
Okay, he has blue eyes. Does Mitch McConnell have blue eyes? Because basically they're kings, essentially. Not literally, but the reason why they're so old is because everyone's basically dying. Like, I'm pretty sure Mitch McConnell was fucking 15-year-old little girls. You know what I'm saying?
States Senate. This exchange. This here exchange probably would have blown over eventually, but people started criticizing Joni Ernst, and she couldn't not respond to that. So she doubled down with this apology.
Hello, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely apologize for a statement that I made yesterday at my town hall. I made
Notice, edit.
an incorrect assumption that everyone in the auditorium understood that, yes, we are all going to perish from this earth. So I apologize. And I'm really, really glad that I did not have to bring up the subject of the Tooth Fairy as well.
Oh my God. Is the tooth fairy dead? I knew something was wrong when she didn't leave me cash after I had my crown replaced. Also, it's hard to tell in this video, but Ernst apparently filmed this in a cemetery. Wow. Seems a little tone deaf, but it does explain her new campaign yard signs. Ernst then explained why we should all stop struggling and simply long for the sweet embrace of death.
But for those that would like to see eternal and everlasting life, I encourage you to embrace my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yes, because Jesus was famous for his cavalier attitude toward the poor and the sick. As it says...
I'm gonna be honest, none of this matters. It's bullshit, and the fact you're talking about it is part of the problem. Like, that's what Trump won. Bernie Sanders lost because no one was talking about it. Fox News shut him down. But you talk about everything that they talk about, and you ain't taking a hint. Like, shut up. And it's just for the clicks. It's for the clicks.
In the Gospel of John,
die,
Lazarus, die! Stay down! There you go. People forget. Firm. The fact that the hungering wolf of oblivion laps forever at our door with his eternal tongue isn't the only good news out there, because now it's official. Elon Musk is leaving the federal government. There you go. There it is. In fact, is this true? I'm told we have footage of him waving goodbye. No, wrong wave, Elon. Musk's time at the White House will be remembered as a steaming pile of public service. As the chief chainsaw wielder of Doge, he oversaw the firing of nearly 10,000 workers, and according to one estimate, his cuts to USAID have been blamed for 300,000 deaths. But, it's shocking, but that was just part of the GOP's campaign promise.
We are all going to perish from this earth.
Yes. According to Donald Trump, Elon isn't saying goodbye to Doge. He's saying, see you later.
Elon's really not leaving. He's going to be back and forth, I think. I have a feeling it's his baby.
Yes, and since it's his baby, he's going to be naming it Xeron and abandoning its mother. But I think maybe the weirdest part of this weird meeting was Elon's face, because for some reason, he had a black eye. Oh no, if only someone in the White House had access to makeup. For some reason, he had a black eye.
That's not a black eye. That's having black on his eye. Like, this is what I mean. Like, why are you stupid? Like, oh my god. And you're encouraging stupidity by calling that a black eye, you fucking idiot.
Oh no, if only someone in the White House had access to makeup.
Like, have you seen a black eye? Have you seen an actual... Google it. I warn you, say search is on, your results will probably be shitty. But the point is that as far as the black eyes go, that wasn't a black eye. That was just he had black on his eye.
So why the black eye? Who hates Elon Musk enough to punch him in the face? I'm not Sherlock Holmes, but could it be everyone? Plastic. This is plastic. Yeah. We had a long debate in rehearsal whether this was worth the stage weight of going for it. What do you think so? Now.
You wish, you fucking old fuck.
Thank you, citizen. When asked about...
Yeah, you better take it off, you bitch.
...his shiner, Elon blamed his...
You're too fucking stupid to handle that shit.
5-year-old son, X.
Mr. Musk, is your eye okay? What happened to your eye? I noticed there was a bruise there.
Yeah, no, I just wasn't around with the Lex, and I said, go ahead, punch me in the face, and he did.
Completely normal thing. Every normal parent says to their child, because we all know, parents know you gotta run bedtime like a prison yard, okay? Okay, but you know the drill. Put on your PJs, brush your teeth, and walk up to the biggest daddy in this room and punch him right in the face. Wow. Although Trump made a big deal of appreciating Elon behind the scenes, he's just as skeeved out as the rest of us. Reportedly, Trump has described Musk as 50% genius, 50% boy. Better watch out, Elon, because by your own logic, that means 50% of you wants to punch you in the face. Now, to be
Dude, what?
fair, Elon might seem a little eccentric because he is absolutely zooted to the gills on Vitamin Freak. According to a new report, during the 2024 campaign, Elon was using drugs far more intensely than previously known, including ecstasy and psychedelic mushrooms.
Shocker.
It's not clear exactly when Musk was taking the combination of ecstasy and shrooms, but I'm guessing they kicked in right about here. On Super Chat. Wow, that's good. That's good. In addition to the shroom and e-balls, he was also apparently on weight loss drugs, or as the guy he endorsed calls it,
It's a fat shot drug.
Elon's favorite flavor of brain spice evidently was ketamine, which he told people he was taking so much of that it was affecting his bladder. Wow. Bad for Elon, great for my pre-show diction exercises. The a-hole's K-hole effed his pee-hole. The a-hole's K-hole effed his pee-hole. Get out of here. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what we're doing. Now, Elon had previously said that he took a small amount of the drug to treat depression, but it seems like he might have been taking way more than that because bladder problems impact chronic users of ketamine and can lead to frequent and painful urination and episodes of incontinence. That is rough. You know, you're depressed, so you take ketamine. Then you take so much ketamine that you pee your pants and that makes you more depressed. So you need more ketamine. I mean, is there any way to break this vicious cycle?
We are all going to perish from this earth.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you. Thank you. We have a message of hope. Musk denied the drug abuse, posting, "I am not taking drugs. The New York Times was lying their ass off. I tried prescription ketamine a few years ago and said so on X." Well, it wasn't just on X. It was also on mushrooms and ketamine. Let's see, what other totally normal things happened while we were off? Oh, yeah, on Saturday, the President of the United States posted a conspiracy theory that Joe Biden was executed and replaced by a robot clone. Now, okay, obviously, this is absolutely crazy. You can't be a robot and a clone, okay? It's complete madness. Unless, follow me down the rabbit hole here. Follow me down deep under Cheyenne Mountain to the nuclear strike-proof NORAD command center where top engineers may have collaborated with geneticists using CRISPR to follow the instructions in a manual like this that I made on my work printer titled Project Build Back Better that contains blueprints for something called the Joe-bot that could be controlled remotely from Hunter Biden's laptop. It was a perfect plan with only one flaw. The Joe-bot couldn't recognize George Clooney. Let's take a look at the post the President of the United States shared. There is no hashtag Joe Biden executed in 2020. Hashtag Biden clones, doubles, and robotic engineered soulless mindless entities are what you see. That's right. In 2020, a secret cabal took out an old, slow Joe Biden and replaced him with an older, slower Joe Biden. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's natural. It's just like when you trade in your rusted-out 93 Honda Civic for an old man who loves trains. And if any of you doubting Thomases out there need more proof, Trump's post shows two signatures, Biden's old signature, Joe Biden, and the clone one, J.R. Biden. Back to the rabbit hole. Okay, we all know the R stands for Robinette, but this story is all about double, so the double E and the double T cancel each other out. Now we're left with Robin. Rob in, what's the opposite of in? Out. Rob out. Very curious. And who are the Democrats trying to fool? You. Robot Joe Biden! We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Gene Smart and North.
That was a waste of time. That was stupid. And that... Oh, my brain! It's getting smooth because of stupid crap. I'm sorry, Renzel. I'm sorry. I poisoned you with that shit. Oh, he is the reason why. Well, he's part of the reason why StarCraft 2 is dying. Because he had a video like 3 weeks ago, right now. Nice. He had a video 3 weeks ago that said that he was being aggressive. Basically, because his opponent had a basic wall. He's seen it, so he banally busted the wall and then just overran him. And he said it was aggression, right? that was his words, aggression. When I did it, he called it cheese. When I did it, it was a foul. It was dishonorable, disrespectable. It was offensive. He would remember you forever. His ultimate cheeser, his ultimate disrespectful bullshit, and blah blah blah. Right? But when he did it, 10 years, 15 years later, it was honorable. It was respectable, and his reasons for doing what he did, it was because the guy that he did it to basically Neuro punished him because he didn't scout and he took it for granted. All the reasons I did what I did to my opponent, he did to his opponent. But again, when I did it, it was cheese and disrespectful and dishonorable and ew, he would say. But when he did it, it's just aggression. And my point is, eventually, the players like me end up quitting because every time we would win, it was labeled bullshit, and every time we would lose, like, oh, glory to praise, hallelujah. So we just end up leaving basically because they're like, oh, this game's fucking dying. So we bailed, and then on top of that, the people who remained that stayed there and pushed through the bullshit. So the Blizzard took either Blizzard or the company that owned, I don't know what the fuck the background of the story is, but whoever it is cut and made it towards impossible to cheese people. You couldn't forgate anymore. You couldn't do like a 3 racks. You couldn't do what was it? Fuck, that was the Zerg one. It was like a 15 pool, two overlords, and you just send units and keep them busy, and keep them like off center, off. There's no aggression at all. They're allowed. Three bases was pushing it. You had access to 2 bases, completely easy to defend. I think your third base, no, they called it your natural, and then your third base was your expansion. So it's your base, then your natural, they called it, because it was part of the fucking algorithm. That was natural. You're supposed to have 2 bases apparently, and then there's the risky third base. But before it was, you had the base, and then you had what's it called? A risky second base. That's what it used to be. But they normalized it to where like a third base was an option, and the game basically died because that became the regular, basically. So these little crybabies got their way, and StarCraft 2 is now dying because idiots decided now it's just a place where people pretend to be. It's like if you're playing chess, but every piece was a pawn. Oh, like checkers, basically. So what's it called? StarCraft used to be chess, but now StarCraft is like checkers, and you're just throwing stuff at each other all day. That's basically what it is. So, or what it became.
Nice. We get another match against them. Tempest one-shot workers. Yeah. Are you gonna have a beer today? I wasn't planning on it. Why?
Look how exciting this is. This is me spinning the stream about 2 times.
This is so cool. We may have found the cheesiest Protoss.
Cool.
We may have found the cheesiest Protoss.
It doesn't matter if you do anything that isn't what he wants. It's cheese. It doesn't matter if you're building this, doing that, or doing. It doesn't matter what you do. You're cheesy. How dare you do something weird? How dare you do something uncalled for? How dare you do something that I don't consider standard? I'm a Nazi. That's what it is, basically. You're just a Nazi. That's all it is.
The whole server. That's awesome.
Good, you see that? He still scouts. Whoa, he's still scouting. And live.
Notice they're not making a unit out of there.
What is it?
Notice that they're not making a unit out of their gateway.
So what? Okay, we noticed it. What about it? Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, coach. Thank you. You didn't fucking nothing. Oh, because I'm paying you, right?
Notice there's something out of the unit. Do you still talk to cats? We actually randomly queued into the same match in Dota like a month ago. It was pretty cool.
A month ago.
But I don't like text him every day. It's actually a real and serious condition that afflicts many Protoss players. They're born without a macro bone in their whole body. They're born without a macro bone. Actually a real and serious condition that afflicts many Protoss players. They're born without a macro bone in their whole body.
Who said you had to? You? Who the fuck are you? Stop crying, you little bitch. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, yeah. It's not enough that we removed aggression almost entirely. It's not enough that we made it completely safe for fucking losers like you. No, it's now you have to let me build. Now you have to. How dare you stop me from progressing? The fuck? Shut out of here. You deserve to be dead, you little bitch.
Just playing the ping for some of those.
No, what happened?
Just playing the ping for some of those. Today's the day for beer, women, and barbecue. What?
He has no zealots. My name, by the way, back in the day was something, a lot of zealots. Oh, look at you, cheeser. How dare you? You're backdooring him, you fucking cheeser. Wow, you're not fucking trying to get through his attack at all. You're trying to backdoor him. Fucking cheeser. So disrespectful. Trying to work around it instead of go through it. You fucking cheeser. How dare you? So the Protoss, what I would have done was had a battery or two on my base near my Nexus. Like, he'll learn. Like, I'm sure he'll take this as an, if you're trying to deny them, you need to be ready for this kind of stuff and to be aware that he might be. That's coach stuff.
Cheesiest motherfucker that ever lived.
Cheesiest motherfucker that ever lived. He's going at least to the front door. He's going to the back door. Exploiting the Nexus and how they can just not die. Cheese. Again, where are the Zealots? Hey, what the fuck? Kill it!
Needed some creep over here, I think.
By the way, this is right here. This is StarCraft. This is when it was fun. It was shit like this. But no, if it gets illegal, this kind of stuff is illegal now. Hey, cheeser. He has the other Protoss. He has no way around this. He can't do anything. This is fucking your team. Imagine if he had the economy. Imagine the shit he'd still be pulling off right now. It'd be an amazing game, but he'd probably win this game. But you cheesed him.
Microing this on Brazil server is disgusting, but valid.
They finally killed it? Wow. And like, no, look at, I gotta point something out. You have 400 minerals. Why is your minerals count so high? The Protoss, I imagine, like, you need Zerglings. You like, yes, they might die, but they're allowing you to, like, the Zergling takes an extra hit or two. That allows you to get an extra attack or two instead of running. And this could, like, the exchange you're having now. All I'm saying is that a good player is going to do stuff sooner. So like me, I would send 8 Zerglings in, or 6 even, and I hold them behind, right, so they defend and do nothing. I would send my units out, and while the combat is happening, now my Zerglings run out basically. And so what happened is make him retreat, and while my units get free fire, he's running away. The second he stops, he's getting hit by Zerglings, or surrounded by Zerglings, or DPS 6 Zerglings, or whatever, but he's being hit by everything I have, basically. And if he's just running, like I said, then so be it. If he's not, yeah, he might kill Zerglings off or whatever, but if he loses 2 units, that's everything, you know what I'm saying?
No GG? What? That was such a good game.
Nope, it would have been a good game, but you cheesed him. So, you ruined it. Good job, Neuro StarCraft, bitch face, loser. Good job. Remember, this was what StarCraft was supposed to be, but they removed early aggression. They removed combat that made you work, and they made you actually play the game like this once upon a time. And they made it safe, and so the Protoss has to extend like this, just to do stuff like this. And like, this is the result. This is essentially, well, this is one result, but this is the idea. Like, if you go and cheese and go behind closed doors, you're pretty fucked, basically. Don't get me wrong, the Protoss will learn it, and he knows, basically, you know. And he did have defense, so well on him, but anyways. Next, there's the monkeys. I want to watch this. Time. In 2023, the Copenhagen Zoo decided it was time to relocate the chimpanzees. The current facility was built in 1986 and only continued in the area. They knew this was unacceptable. Oh yeah, it took them fucking 40 years to finally say, you know, enough is enough. We have to, oops. We have to save them. Enough was enough. 40 fucking years later. What the fucking... Large if 17 million Donkey Kong country. I don't know. The donation was dedicated to the expansion. Okay, so we paid for it. Cool. None of the chimps have never been on the side before. Found the day. Lots of people have gathered. So I think if the world wasn't so basically owned and corrupted by bullshit, we'd have this regularly. Like, you wouldn't have some rich company donating, okay, I have too much, you have some. No, it'd be all the common people, and they'd say, here, have some. Basically, because we have enough, we can go by, we're happy, but no, we have greedy fuckers. I don't want a fucking yacht that's as big as the earth, and so they take all the money and we're fucked. Saying it's scary for them. This girl put grapes inside. Why could you imagine? By the way, I believe that not reincarnation, it's a form of reincarnation. I know that my feelings and my existence is chemically induced, basically. Um, but who I am and what I am is me, and I will exist as two. Alright, the plane's sitting around, blah blah blah. They've been prisoners their whole life, kinda like me. Cool, they're watching and swinging around, but they're still inside. Sorry, there's someone in the backyard of my house. With Sangbi on her belly, and Cindy is the first chimp to go outside. Cool, they're still a prisoner. And it's not like amazing because they had like a cage that showed the outside world so they can see it, just not be a part of it. So it would have been kind of cool to see monkeys that never knew outside society, and I think that's what people are getting the impression of naturally. That the what I said is what is happening. People are assuming that's happening, but it's not happening. Nope. Nope. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Got all the food that I'm gonna need. I might be back for like a week. I don't know. Should I take more? I don't know. You think you have enough? Oh! The boys want the mangoes. She's like, oh! Their face. Oh! We don't want to go outside with the mangoes. We're like Americans. We don't want to do the work. We just want the rewards. Alpha until there's a challenge, until you gotta do their job, and then you're fucking beat all of a sudden. They blow it saying, that's a little girl. Strong while it's free and paid, sure. His name is Senko, called Stinko. There's a meme. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Dude, it's crazy. I walked outside, and I was outside in the trees and branches and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. This is a waste of time. The fuck? Oh. And NG went out, grabbed mangoes. It said the four brothers were sharing the mango, but it's like they don't want to go outside, but they want his mango. We're not mad enough. We're gonna try to take him. We're American monkeys.
Yeah.
And he's like, I should.
Yeah.
I should.
Yeah, Cindy. Ai, não calma ali.
And last but not least,
It's been repeated over and over and over again that every conservative.
I'm not gonna bother. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna call it for now. It's already 3 o'clock. Oh, I need to get some food. I'm hungry. Um, after I eat and I stretch for a little bit, my arm, my legs, uh, I'll be back, and then we'll play some more League. But yeah. It's been cool. Like, I'm free. I've been a prisoner my whole life, basically. I feel like unrestrained, essentially. I've been taking my medications, and they help me to exist, essentially. It's kind of cool. Like, I'm part monkey, right my hand, post stroke. So I'm part monkey. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, you know. But at the same time, also, I'm part man. Yeah. But anyways, oh shit. Be well, be happy, be safe, especially you, Rinzao. Rinzao. I still don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but hell yeah, dude. But anyways, I'll be back in a little bit, probably like an hour or two, if that. Again, like I said, I'm just gonna grab something to eat. It could be a quick bowl of cereal. It could be some sandwiches. If there's peanut butter, we'll see. If there's none, then yeah. But yeah, we'll take a look. Maybe salad or something. But I'll be back. And then more League. Who was El Silas. And it's cool because I actually kind of like him. So what I learned was my build was fine. But he needs more CR. And really, you could go like QWE, and then you can use them or however or whatever you want. But you want the CR. And they nerfed his ult. Before, I used to take your ability, and like I can use your ability, but my cooldown was only as long as your ult. So if I stole somebody else's ult, it would not be on cooldown. And he had his basic cooldown, which is like 30 seconds or something. So you'd ult somebody, steal it, use their cooldown, like 15 seconds. Maybe it was an instant, I don't remember. Back in the day, what it was. But anyways, I'll be back. I'm gonna go eat. And then I'll be back for more Silent Struggle. Um, and we'll see how it goes. And again, I don't play solo and ranked, that is. And the reason why is because I'm playing these games and I'm dealing with shitheads. So imagine in ranked, I'm not gonna lose to shitheads because I'm stuck with bigger shitheads. And I'm not gonna be punished anymore because I'm stuck with shitheads that don't want to listen or because they want to ruin my game. So, and it's very bad enough that I have lawsuits. Um, with um, where is it? LDS affiliate for US. They are the fuckers that are probably gonna sue and become a millionaire because of them. But anyways, I'm out of here, so be well, be safe, y'all. So have a great day. I'll talk to you in 2 hours. But yeah, till then, peace.